Hello friends, today I am going to show you how to install this fingerprint access control device to your home door. To install this device you need three components. One is power source 12 volt DC adapter, one is EM lock electromagnetic lock, and one this access control device. So let's start with unboxing this fingerprint device first. To open this box there is one seal. You have to open this seal. This is the manual. It contains every information how to configure this device, how to connect this device to EM lock, how to change your password, how to register fingerprint, how to register EM lock, and you can store the changed modified password in this catalog. You should preserve this user manual with you. This is the fingerprint device. This is the fingerprint scanner. This is the RFID scanner. This is the keypad which we use to register fingerprint, register RFID card, to change password, and this is the bell button. You can connect doorbell also. This device require DC 12 volt and 3 ampere adapter, and this is the connecting jack. This is the connecting jack, and these are the cables which we connect to power source and EM lock, doorbell, weekend output. This is the L key which we use to open this EM lock, fingerprint device. These are the screws, PVC gutty, and one diode is also included in this package. This is the diode. So now I would like to show you how we will configure this fingerprint device access with EM lock and register one finger in this device. First of all, we have to connect this connector jack to this device. Just align this jack with this connector and push this to fit it. Now this jack has been installed. Now we will see the user manual. You can install this lock in two scenarios. The first one is share power with the lock. It means if you have a EM lock which use the same 12 volt DC supply, then you can use this scenario. Second option is does not share power with the lock. It will be used if you have EM lock which use some other power supplies, like it may be used 15 volt to 20 volt, 5 volt, which is other than 12 volt. Then you can use this second scenario. In my case, I have EM lock which use the same 12 volt DC supply, so I am going to use this first scenario, which means share power with the EM lock. In this scenario we have two options. One option is use lock which has NC configuration, and one lock is having NO configuration. So you must see your user manual of EM lock whether it is NO or it is NC type device. If it is NO type device, then we will use this scenario, and I am having EM lock which is having NO type device, so I am using this scenario. And what does ENC and NO stands for? You can get it from here. The system supports NO locks and NC lock just need to connect to different socket. For example, the analog. Analog means normally open when power on. It means this lock will be in open state when you give the power on. This is connected to socket NO socket. So in my case I am using analog. So these are the connection, and you can see these connection on this socket also. When you open this EM lock using L key provided here with this package, you will see the connection diagram on this jack also. So I am going to open it. Here you can see the first red wire is aligned to 12 volt, second is GND ground, and then D0, T1, BUT means doorbell button, ground, and then door sensor, SEN means sensor, NO means NO type lock will be connected to this wire, common which means ground cable which will be connected to EM lock, NC means NC type device. So if you want to connect EM lock, then these three wires, yellow, green and blue, this will be used, and the middle one, this green one, is common wire. This one is common wire, and if you use NO type device, then you have to use blue and green, and if you have NC type device, then you will use green and yellow wire. In my case I am having NO device, then I will use this green and blue wire. Then there is AL plus, AL minus also. This will use to connect alarm also, and BL minus, BN plus, this will be use to connect doorbell. In my case I am just going to use to connect this EM lock only. I am not going to use connect any doorbell to it, but you can use it. And this one is fingerprint reader, and this coil is used to read RFID data. These are the relays which will work as a switch to open our door, getting a credential authenticated. This is the alarm. If someone try to tamper this EM device, this fingerprint device after installing it, if someone try to open this box, then alarm will start alarming very high frequency. And this is the reset switch. If you have forgot your password, you can open it and press this switch for some time, as it is mentioned in its manual. Then it will gone to factory default setting. So let's start powering it on by connecting these two wire, red and black, to 12 volt DC supply, and then I will change its administrator password, and we will register one fingerprint also. So I am going to connect this DC female connector to this power supply. Make sure you connect red wire with plus 12 volt and this black wire to ground. Then I am using this 12 volt adapter to powering it on. Now I'm going to power it on. You can see it is giving alarm because I have tampered this device. So if whenever somebody open it, it will alarm like this. So first we have to close this back cover. Now I will connect this DC supply again. Make sure to connect red wire with 12 volt and black wire with ground. Then connect it to your 12 volt DC adapter and switch it on. Now it is out of alarming stage. Now first we will see its user manual. The first step is to change the default administrator password. To log into this device, you have to press star followed by hash and enter your password. And authentication successful will indicate with green light. So let it try. I am pressing star followed by hash 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now it is with green signal, so we have authenticated it. To exit, press star. Now it is exited, and according to this user manual, it has 3 groups, admin groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, and their initial password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So first we should change these 3 passwords so no one can misuse it. To change this password, we will use this user manual, change administrator password. To change the password, first we have to authenticate, then we will press 8 to change the password, then we will select the group, first or second or third, and then we will enter new password 2 times, and when it's success, it will give you green and long beep, and then device will automatically exit. Okay, let's change password of first group. I will show you to change how to change password of initial password of admin first group, this one. So to change the password, first I will authenticate by star followed by hash, entering password 1 2 3 4 5 6. It will give beep. Now it is authenticated. Now to change the password, I have to press 8. Now I have to press the group admin 1. Now it is I have to change password. This time I will use 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 8. Then again 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now password has changed. To exit, we have to press star button. Now our admin group 1 has initial password set as 6 times 8. Same way you can change password of group 2 and group 3 also. And now let's register a new user, new fingerprint to door access. To register a fingerprint, first you have to authenticate as a administrator by pressing star followed by hash and initial password, which we have set now to 6 times 8. Then press 1 to register a fingerprint, then register a finger. To add user, first we have to authenticate with administrator password star followed by hash 6 times 8. Then press 1 to register finger. Then you have to swipe your finger on beep 3 times. 1 2 3. It will give long beep. Now this fingerprint has registered. If you want to register other finger, swipe it 3 times with the beep followed by the beep. Now these two fingers have been registered in this device. To exit, press star. Now you can use this fingerprint to open the door. When you authenticated successfully using finger, this light will be blink green, long beep, and if you try to open with unregistered finger, it will give red light like this one. So this finger I haven't registered till yet, so it is unauthenticated me with red light, and if it will not open the door when it glows red. And using this finger which I have recently registered, when I swipe it, it will blink with green LED and door will be open. So now I have configured this device for this finger. In the same way, you can register a RFID card also with it. This device has three type of authentication method. One is fingerprint, one is RFID card, and one is to enter password. And by default it has group of 8 password which we can use to open the door, and initially they all are set to 6x8. So you must change these all 8 passwords for the first time so that no one can misuse it. So I will show you how to change the password of group 1. In the same manner you can change all 8 passwords. To change this, you can use this manual. First, for any change in configuration, first you have to authenticate as an administrator. For this, press star hash followed by password, admin password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now it is authenticated. To change the password, press 3. Now press the admin group you want to change. First I will change first admin. Now enter a new password. I am giving 6x9. Against if it failed, it will give red light. If it is successfully, it will give green light. So now I have changed group admin first password as a 6x9. So if I want to open the door with passcode, I can use like 6x9, 1 2 3 4 5 6. It will give green light and it will be open the door. Okay, same way you can change password of all 8 admins. Now I have shown you the major functioning of this device, how to change 8 group of admin password, how to change 3 administrative password, how to register fingerprint. In same way you can register RFID also. Now I am going to show you how to connect these wires with EM lock. So in my case I am using NO type EM lock, so I am going to use this blue and green wire. First I will show you through the diagram how to connect it to the EM lock. I am going to follow this scenario because I have NO type lock. So we have to connect power adapter 12 volt power supply with this 12 volt connector of fingerprint device, and we will connect this 12 volt cable to COM port also, because we are sharing power with our EM lock. And this is my EM lock. Its plus wire will be connected with NO and its minus will be connected with ground. And ground of our EM lock are fingerprint device and adapter will be clubbed together. And then we must have to install one diode to protect our device due to self EMF generated in this EM lock. So we should install this diode in opposite polarity. Its plus wire is connected to negative terminal of diode and negative wire is connected to positive terminal of diode. So let's see how we will connect it. So according to this user manual, these two wires are common and this anode. These two wires, green and blue, these are anode and common. This blue one is anode and this blue one is anode and this green one is common. So first we will connect common wire with positive wire of our EM lock, fingerprint device. Positive wire is this one, red. We will connect this red and green wire of our fingerprint device and positive wire of our adapter, power source adapter. This is the positive wire of our power source adapter. So these three wires will be connected together like this, and then this blue wire is our anode type wire. This anode type wire will be connected to our positive wire of EM lock. This is the positive wire of EM lock. We will connect it, this anode wire of fingerprint device and positive wire of our EM lock. And now this ground wire, of EM lock, ground wire of our fingerprint device with this one, and ground wire of our power adapter. This one, we will club it together, connect it together. So finally we have this scenario. Our EM lock is connected to this anode blue wire, and these three wires are the ground wires. One is of EM lock, one is of fingerprint device, and one is of power adapter is connected together. And these are two red wires. One is of fingerprint device, one is of power adapter, and one is ground of our fingerprint device. These three are connected together. So we have three connections. We have three connections. One is anode lock and EM lock. One is ground of all three devices, adapter, fingerprint device, and EM lock. And one is positive wire of adapter and fingerprint device and common wire, like this. Now we have to install diode according to this user manual in between ground wire and anode wire. This one is anode and this one is ground, and this is the device, and this is the diode. And according to this user manual, in this diode, here is a silver line on one side. It is a negative terminal, and this one is positive terminal. So positive terminal is required to connect to negative, and negative side of this diode, negative side of this diode is required to connect to anode, like this. This will be connected like this between all ground on positive side of diode and anode is on negative side of, this is used to connect like this. All ground are connected to positive side of diode and anode cable is connected toward negative side of diode. Now we will connect this connector which is meant for our EM lock. We will connect this to EM lock, and this is required to connect over power source. So when we connect all these connections, then I will show you how it works. Here I would also like to explain what is the use of NO and this common connector which is available in our fingerprint access controller. In our scenario, we have connected this common port with 12 volt DC and NO port to our EM lock like this, and another connector of EM lock is clubbed together with ground. And when we have connected this COM port to 12 volt DC, actually what happened when we authenticate using our fingerprint access control device, if we authenticate it successfully, then this 12 volt supply which is connected to COM port will bypass to this NO pin, and this NO pin is connected to EM lock. So when user authenticated, this EM lock will get 12 volt DC supply through this NO and common pin connected as a switch. If user is authenticated successfully, so lock will be unlocked, and after 5 seconds this switch will be disconnected again, so door can be locked again. So again, if user authenticated successfully to our fingerprint access control device, this switch will be again switched on, and this 12 volt supply will be bypassed through the NO pin to our EM lock, and our EM lock will be unlocked again. I am going to use this CP plus EM lock because of its very heavy duty build, and this is the wire which I have connected to my fingerprint access device. I have installed this EM lock to my home door, and this biometric device to my home door, and these both EM lock and this biometric device is connected together as I have shown you just now. Now I am trying to open this door using my fingerprint which I have registered in this fingerprint reader. So when I swipe this my finger, this door will be unlocked, and I have got access to my home. So I would like to mention here one thing, that for installing this CP plus lock to your door, you must take help of some professional to install it to your door, and then connect these wires I have just shown you. I have drilled in between this door, through this door I have drilled a hole through this door, and I have installed this, and all wires have came at back side of this door. Let me show the connections which I have done. I have used this junction box to make these connections little bit clean. These are all wires which I have just shown you how to connect. This is the 2 wire which is connected to this EM lock, this one, and this one is our power adapter connected to this EM lock, and all these connections are done as I have shown you just now with this biometric device. The only thing which we should take care is that you install this lock, installed this lock by some professional, and this is the CP plus door lock. You just push it, it will be locked, and from inside of your home, you can open this door just by pressing this button, and it is a mechanical button, does not require any power. So if there is any power failure in your home, you can still open it using this button like this. I have used this PVC pipe, which generally used in water filter, to connect water supply to water filter and tab for the wiring, because it's make little bit cleaner installation. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.